on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the way we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. It is Monday, April 6th, 2026 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming to you live somewhere in Tennessee, West Tennessee, United States of America, land of the mostly free and semi-brave. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Thank you all for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. Hope you all had an amazing Monday. It was a good day today for me. It's a trainee's new day, so I haven't really been looking at the charts all that much. In fact, something happened to one of my saved layouts. And it deleted, for some reason, all of the indicators that I had on it. All my settings. Everything. Now, granted, I don't use like a whole lot of indicators that are like, so I use somewhat more swing stuff. I'll use the chart prime stuff. Scalps is more price action plus volume VWAP. And, you know, I got my session indicators that highlights the sessions. But still, I still have settings on all of those. And they got deleted. So that's cool. So we're going to go start from scratch tonight. I mean, I could go to another layout, I guess, but we can start from scratch. How's everyone doing? Let's go ahead and say good evening to chat. Good evening, Shrega Heart. Fanny Pack raid. Fanny Pack. Who's got the Fanny Packs? Is that a T.I. Joe raid? What's going on? T.I. Joe, bingo and a bango. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Do greatly appreciate you for sending people over all the time. And yeah, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the Bingo Bango Trade Intuition. Go check them out. If you haven't already. Wick Rider Ned, is this the same Ned that's been changing, that has changed his name? Are you changing your name? Did you change your name? What's going on? How you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. All set. What's going on, fam? How you doing? Thank you for being here. 666 in the house. What's going on, bro? We got TR or JR. Who's JR? Some guy. And then no, I'm kidding. What's going on, JR? The Rizzler. How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. Throwing them waves in the chat. Love seeing the waves in the chat because we ride the waves of the market all the way to the ground. It's supposed to be the moon, but yeah, not so much lately. But we'll see what's going on. Let's take a look real quick at oil. Oil getting a pump. And we are still going, and we are pumping right now. Oil, $115.24 a barrel. Yay! Gas prices in my neck of the woods have officially crossed $4 a gallon. We have some places, that have the cheap gas, our Murphy's, the Walmart stuff. They're still okay, $3.79, $3.89. But I got gas today at the closest gas station to me because I was running low, and it was $4.19. Yay. Good times. Now, is it up only forever for oil? We don't know. I guess we'll find out by 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Because that is the deadline that Trump gave Iran to agree to a ceasefire. So we will see what happens with that. I don't like our odds, but it's okay. Zoom this out. Okay, yeah. So this high over here on oil is definitely one that I think we might be going to tag. Okay, 100. We might get to $150 a barrel, if not 200, which would be very painful for pretty much everybody. And so, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow night, man. We'll see what happens. The good news is, on the weekly, we are getting extremely extended, overextended. The highest we have ever been since the launch of oil futures. The highest on RSI that we have ever been on the weekly chart. Let me go ahead and throw a line on here so you can actually see it. Can't see my crosshair. Right there. The highest ever since the 1980s. Oil has never been this overbought. Never been this overextended. Crazy. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. War ends when we break 150. I don't know. We'll see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So not good. How much is gas in your neck of the woods? Riding the lava wave? The lava wave. I'm melting. We're melting. So yeah, overall good day today. So hopefully we can keep the momentum going. Now, if we get a push here, so dropping down to the daily chart, if we can get that push here, so the 1.272 of this high to this low sits at about $130, $131 a barrel. The 1.618 right there, about 145.70. And so if that does continue to push and RSI kind of slacks a little bit and we sweep, hopefully, SFP, the high, potentially create a bearish divergence. Now, bearish divergences can come early, so that doesn't mean we can't get a pullback and then another resurgence. But hopefully that would be it. So, war over or close to this week, maybe? The charts say it's possible. Charts tell us everything. No gas needed. I ride a bike. Hey, there you go. You know, this whole Iran war conflict and gas prices going up is a pretty damn good argument for me to want to go and buy an electric vehicle. Bitcoin, though, sitting at $68,420. We do have dynamic reactor, daily dynamic reactor up here at $80,488. Shout out to Chart Prime. Chart Prime has been pretty solid, particularly here on the 4 hour. I'm pretty sure this nailed the, I'm thinking of this one. This one nailed the 4 hour. We're actually bullishly backtesting the 4 hour dynamic reactor right now. We're also getting into a 4 hour fair value gap at the same time. Right here. Let's put a midline on that. Sitting at about $68,146. And it needs to hold. It needs to hold that dynamic reactor if we want to see any kind of continuation here. There's also a daily fair value gap right in the same area. So definitely 68, 160, 68, 173. So definitely want to see a bounce here. Now, problem that I see here immediately is some nice built up lows. Nice built up lows. Anytime I see those nice built up lows like that, especially ones that look like a bear flag, you break down and we're looking at potential $60,714 Bitcoin. Actually, let me move this. $60,680 Bitcoin, potentially. LBC OG in the house. Melissa One Love. What's going on, Melissa? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Good evening. We got Harp in the house as well. What's up, Harp? How y'all doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. I like Melissa's methodology in travel. Riding the waves. That's right. This is right. So, we have potential. We need to reverse from about 68K. We need to hold 68K. And then we can potentially move higher. Problem, maybe? We've got durable goods. Well, really, the problem is we've got the ceasefire deadline tomorrow. Will Trump taco? Yes. No. I want to know what you guys think. Oh my gosh, stop. There we go. Start poll. Let me know, will Trump taco? Well, meaning, will he back out? Will he push it back, or will he do it? Now, if you watch the presser today, from today, I don't think he will back out. I don't think he will. Why? Because right before stream, I watched this about 3.5 minute clip from that presser, and he was explaining. Someone asked about blowing up power plants, and they said, "What about the? Are we not worried about the Iranian people and all that stuff?" And he went on like a 3 minute thing talking about how we've intercepted messages from Iranians about them saying, please keep up the bombing. And he said because they're willing, he essentially was saying that they're willing to make that kind of sacrifice so that they can be free. And, if you know the history of the United States, and you know the story behind the Star-Spangled Banner, you will know that many, many men died keeping the flag raised as we were under attack by the Brits. And their only goal was to make sure that that flag stood throughout it all as they were getting massacred, essentially. They were willing to put their lives on the line for that freedom. So the reason I bring that up is because a lot of people can't comprehend something like that. Dying for something potentially that is bigger than yourself. And it's difficult. And it's difficult to know how much of that is even really like true, to be honest, as far as Iran goes. But people die for their freedom every single day. Give me liberty or give me death. And, I'm on X, and I'm underneath this post is a bunch of comments, and it says translated from Persian. I don't know if it's propaganda or not, to be honest. But if it's not, they were all saying, they were crying, listening to Trump talk about their plight. They're talking about how they're thankful that someone out there is even mentioning their plight. Their suffering that they've endured from the Iranian regime. So, who knows? Maybe any of my Middle Eastern friends that are potentially in the chat can let me know. I'd like to know. Heroes. Exactly. Alan, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I thought last night was Saturday night. Missed the live. Oh my goodness. Electric car equals higher electricity costs unless you have a ton of charging stations where you live. We don't here. Oh man, we got a whole we got Teslas all over the city, man. We've got Tesla charging stations. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting a cheap ass Tesla just to commute to work and back. It's 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back. I charge it up with 240 at my house. Like, it would be I'd save so much money after the car's paid off. That's the only problem. It requires a car note. um, I want to give a shout out. Let me find it real quick. Oh, you not logged in? Come on, bro. That's me right there. Log me in. Computer's been acting kind of weird too. Where did you send the verification code? Oh, generator app. Okay. Authenticator app, I mean. I did not know I had an authenticator for Twitter, but I guess I do. Okay, let me find it. What am I on right now? Oh, USDT dominance, which looks like it's about to get into breakout backtest continuation. Why am I still seeing? Why is my? It's like every time I go, I get on Twitter on my desktop, I gotta take it off I gotta put it on dark mode. All right, so I posted this today. I posted this on X. Anyone want to donate to my PC upgrade fund? I just need $1,000. I just put everything that I needed in my Amazon cart yesterday or the day before. And it was a little under $1,000. Gotta have the $1,000. Hashtag Lunar Beaches. Thank you for your attention to this matter, LBC. And of course, within probably minutes, I get a text from Army Piper saying, "Did you see your Cash App?" No, went and looked, and I was like, bro, this man sent me $500. Like, I'm already halfway there. What the hell? I'm just like, man, I'm uh, just blessed to have so many great friends in this space. And so, shout out to Army Piper, the man, the myth, the legend, right about so much regarding this regarding the markets, really. Called the 126K top and calls all kinds of stuff all the time. So just make sure you guys go and subscribe to the Piper Academy, because if you're not, you're really missing out on high quality analysis, but also someone that will not steer you in the wrong direction, that will tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. Will not comfort you with bullish, permeable, moon boy nonsense. But not only that, makes great calls, is a great friend. I consider him family. But even if you don't, great friend, just great all around dude. And just He deserves so much more love from the community than he gets. So it's because he tells it like it is, and people just don't want to hear it. That's the thing. Like, and I get that. I have suffered the same slow growth because people don't like being told markets not going up forever. They just want to be told the market's going up forever. They want to be told to buy the dip again and again and again. The dip keeps on dipping, but keep buying, guys. Why? What's the point? So, shout out to Army Piper. Hashtag givers gain. Love that guy. Yes, Army Piper is a legend. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm trying not to, bro. It's yeah. Wow. All right. 11 votes so far. We're at 73% that people think Trump will taco. We'll see. We'll see. The man that I heard talking about stuff today did not sound like somebody that was going to taco. So, yeah. Which would mean USDT dominance, like I just had it on, pushing to the upside would make sense. Because if he doesn't taco, then the market might move to the downside. Dominance means the market is moving to the downside. Because this USDT will be flowing into, or will be coming out of the crypto. Because people be selling. Obviously. Gold. $4,600. Trying to... Look at that. Another bear flag down. Getting a bounce off the daily dynamic reactor. We'll see if it wants to continue or not. Dynamite. What's going on? He always do. I will delay it again. You will see. May do it in the future, but definitely not to... What? Oh, Trump will delay it again. You will see. May do it in the future, but definitely not tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, Melissa. You're right. You're right. It is Taco Tuesday. So he's got a taco on Taco Tuesday, right? Shout out to Melissa. One's in the chat for Melissa. One and a heart. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Why will Trump taco? Because the bond market. 4.9% on the 20-year. 4.915. We are... Where's the 2? 3.85 and the 10. 4.34. Close, but not quite. How's our stocks looking? What's our NASDAQ looking like? I was on this while I was talking earlier. Potentially bearishly backtesting the daily dynamic reactor maybe tomorrow. We'll see. 24,588. Yeah, we'll see if it'll go up there, tap that, and then roll back down. We do have the equal lows that I've had sitting on here, relatively equal lows I've had sitting here for a while now. Just waiting. We already took out the other ones that were right here. Already took those, swept those, got a push up. So now we're going to see if we can come down and take these and get a reversal. We do have the equal highs up above here on the NASDAQ as well, suggesting that we could go from one set of equal lows to another set of equal highs and then That could be our blow off top. Who knows? I saw someone suggesting a potential blow off top the other day, or yesterday, I think. I mean, it's kind of blow off top-ish, where you get something that looks like this. That's kind of really blow off toppy. Not only will the Dow be over 50,000, but so will the NASDAQ. How crazy would that be if the NASDAQ did go to 50,000? That's double the market cap. Yeah. Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, bullishly backed Dow Jones getting a breakout back test of the highs, bouncing potentially off the 786. Or I mean, not potentially, bouncing off the 786. Actually did not tag it, came up just shy of the 786, which is from this low to this high. Let's go from this low to this high. And that's the 382. 382, bouncing off the 382. It actually touched that one. But that's nice, seeing the breakout of these highs and then the back test and holding can get a bounce and see if hopefully it can continue to bounce. You know, we did get that surprising jobs numbers last week, jobs release, where we smashed expectations of jobs added to the economy. But this one, I mean, if we're going to go lower on NASDAQ, I would expect to go lower on the Dow as well. We just haven't bottomed out. Oh, excuse me. You can see the dynamic reactor here on the weekly chart has been a nice point of support. Support did come through, but V bottomed out of it. But, I mean, it's still kind of acting as support. Let's go. Get a continuation. Big mega boom going into the midterms. You know, those politicians, they like to pull out all the stops. Pull out all the stops. What can we do to make the economy go boom in the next 6 months? I don't know. Maybe stop dropping bombs in a country 4,000 miles away. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Yes, 77%, 13 votes now. We'll see. Ethereum, what are we doing? Everything's like trying. I mean, you know, it is interesting at the very least how markets have really held up through all of this, since February 28th. I mean, we haven't really seen anything too crazy. We've really just been going sideways. Ethereum's done nothing but go sideways. Bitcoin's done nothing but go sideways, a little bit more volatile. But still just essentially just sideways. No trends. No trends. Just sideways price action. The Russell, volatile. S&P has actually been moving down. Correction. Territory. Do have equal lows. Equal lows. Equal lows, equal lows. Extend this out. Go away. Hello? Well, you... Oh, it's locked. No wonder. Derp. All right. Oh, bounce off the value area low. Okay. Oh, and we actually did sweep this low. So, not counting that. We do have these equal lows down here, though. Right at the 1.618 extension of the move down. And also, what is that? 0.382 from low to high. I still think a little lower. A little lower. We'll see. Taco? Trump always chickens out. Of like, so he got the nickname because like it started during the tariffs, and it was like when he was dealing with China with the tariffs, and he was like giving these threats like deadlines or whatever. It's like, oh, you better make a deal by this point in time, and then he would just like come out and be like, oh, we've extended the deadline 100 days. You know, when China was just like, we're not making a deal with you. Oh, well, we're gonna extend the deadline for 100 days, and you know, he did that with a few tariffs and whatever, and they started to. Then he got the nickname Trump always chickens out, Taco, and because they were like, he won't stick to his word as long as you just uh, push back. He won't do anything basically, and so. I don't know how true that is because he seems to do a lot, whether people like it or not. So yeah, probably take that with a whole barrel of salt. Yeah, you can. There you go. He is a bluffer. Ah, there you go. Yep. Well, the thing is from what I've heard from people that have been, around him, that are close to him, is that he respects people that stand up to him more than he does people that don't or that bow to him. Meaning he essentially doesn't respect anybody in his cabinet, any Republicans or anything like that. They're losers. I don't like losers. I just use them. Send it. But he definitely pulls the trigger too. Yeah, that's the thing. He's just throwing ish at the wall to see what sticks. Yeah, I mean, he does that a lot too, right? He does that a lot. There's a lot of stuff. He will throw stuff out just to see what kind of reaction it gets. And so if he walks it back, it's typically because it got a negative reaction or it got a reaction that he didn't like or something. So he'll like walk it back. Real populist stuff. That's kind of how populists do things. All right. We got any trades going on? Who's in a trade? Potentially. What we got going on here? Bitcoin. Trying to get a bounce. Golden pocket. Absolute low. Swing low. 50%. Might actually be this low. Major swing level. There we go. Suggest lower on that one. All set? Are you still... was that a macro short? Or you still in it? Or what? Dynamic reactor, 5-minute dynamic reactor. Let's get off the 5. Let's go to the 15. Rave. I'm in a trade. Send it. You said send it. Send it, dude. Send it. We do have bullish divergence here on the RSI. Coming up into potentially bearishly backtesting the 15-minute dynamic reactor. So we'd like to get above that, which sits at about $68,824 right there at the 50% retracement. If we can get a push up, break this high, then we look for a back test. Probably and then we could see some more upside. If not that, then this retrace and then roll over, which is potential. This kind of, it's not the prettiest BART I've ever seen. But yeah, right now it's kind of, we break support, right? And we turn it into resistance, potentially. That's why we need to break above on a lower, well, we're on the 15, so can't go much lower to where it makes sense. And then get back above this level here where we see resistance, push off, support once, support twice, could not hold it for the third time. It's typically not a good sign, but I'm hopeful-ish. I'm optimistic. Not reverse, but close and new open. I have tight stops. Heck yeah. Shorten because he decides to not chicken out this time. Well, what if he doesn't? What if he bombs infrastructure? Well, power plants. See, it is not the US's military actions, bombing stuff, that is causing prices to go up on things. It is not the, that is not the, I mean, it's an issue, but it's not the issue regarding energy markets. The issue is Iran's retaliations. When they retaliate, they're going after energy infrastructure, energy supply infrastructure. So the question is, how many of their rockets can they launch without power? So the strategy is, I mean, it's great strategy militarily. You blow up bridges so that they can't, so, you know, the enemy or whatever you want to call them, cannot transport missiles to the launch facilities, to the launchers. And so you put a break in the missile supply chain. And then you come in with the power plants to just completely, potentially, render the launchers useless. And then you go in. It seems like potentially, I've been seeing the I don't know if you consider the theories. I wouldn't call them conspiracy theories. But the theories online about, or the theory about how the rescue mission was kind of a decoy for us trying to get your Iran's uranium. But then someone made a good point about why, or no, that it was like, that's just Iranian propaganda because they don't want to admit that we completed our mission or something. I was like, I mean, that's, I guess that could be a thing. Either one could be a thing. There's so much stuff that we just either will never know or we're not gonna find out for a little while. One of the two. We either never know or not find out for a little while. 50% retracement of the range from high to low is sitting at about $69,282. So definitely want to watch that level. And the golden pocket at 69,538 to 69,602. Let's go ahead and put a fixed range volume profile on this whole little range here. And we do at the, what 382 is that? What is that from? Macro, I guess. But yeah, we got the point of control there. We're actually below and rejected off of the value area low. So we definitely need to get back above that same level. So we've got confluence about that being a level that we need to get back above. Again, that level being 68,000. I will 827, 68,827. We can get above that, close a 15-minute. Would prefer a higher time frame, an hourly at least. That would give me a little bit more confidence of potential further upside. But get back above that. Get back above that point of control. And then we can maybe get some more upside. If we don't, look for, a rejection of the point of control. There's 50% retracement. And then roll over probably to the bottom of the channel here, sitting $67,107. And then we'll see if this will hold or not. This upwards trending support. We'll see if that holds. If not, it's a long way down. 60,000. Back to the low. What am I on? 4 hour? 4 hour dynamic reactor. Yeah, and we gotta hold that too. Can't see. Okay. So we're wicking on top of it. Trying to close some more candles on top of it. Let's pull in. Let's do. Yeah, this is the range. Let's do this range. So we haven't even gotten up to the value area high just yet. I don't know, man. Still above the 50 on the RSI, so we're still in strength, even though we've gotten a nice little pullback here. We'll see. Let's see. Tuesday's already swept Monday's low, so that's important. Sweep. All right, so we got the potential. Sweep the Monday low and reverse. On the 15, it looks like we'll probably get a push up. The 1 hour, let's get back above the 50 and really back above the RSI moving average. It's just so tricky. 67,903. Yeah, nothing's just like really just standing out to me. Again, it's chop slop, so other than the nice little push today, but look at this. Look at Solana. Just, nope, I don't want to. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna bull flag. Bull pin it. Never mind though. Thought about it. I thought about it, and you know what? I think I'm just gonna take a what do they call it when you take a year off after high school and don't go to college? XRP. A skip year? What do they call it? They call it something. Your mom goes to college. All right, how many votes? 15 votes. 73% of you still say Trump will taco. We'll see. Not reverse, but close and new open. LOL. Reverse button. Hitler. Wait, what? Top chat. Why am I on top chat? I'm gonna skip the next decade. Man, you and me both, RMT. I wish I could. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Although skip year. A skip year? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I'm right there with you, RMT. Actually, I don't know. It depends. It depends. Do we get a Titan Super Bowl within the next decade? Because I can't be skipping that. XRP rejecting 4-hour dynamic reactor just earlier today. Ooh, that's not good. That's a little bit of a hint. Needs to get back above that. Ooh, equal lows here on Ethereum at about 2,000. Maybe, okay, so potential pump dump or dump pump. Either or. Dump pump would create more of a butt cheek, booty, something pattern. Jason Caspa, shout out to Jason Caspa, uneven butt cheeks. Yeah. Titan Super Bowl is a whole nother level of hopium. I don't even know was imaginable. I didn't even know was imaginable. There you go. We gotta get it, man. We gotta get it. It's our decade. It's our decade. What is this on Doge? That's just gross. What is happening here? I mean, I haven't seen anything coil up like that in quite some time. Looks like it likes to do it before big moves. I don't know. Which reactor do you use? I've just been using the bull market support band. It's the Chart Prime dynamic reactor. It's part of their paid indicator suite. So if you ever need to know any levels, just ask me and I'll give them to you. But it's really good, particularly, I mean, it's really good on pretty much any time frame. In context, of course. You can't just go by indicators. I pride myself on not really needing indicators. Particularly on lower time frames, like scalping and stuff like that. I don't really use these types of indicators. Like I'll use volume-based stuff. I'll use VWAP. And time-based stuff, so like sessions and time of day. Like New York AM is a really good session for me. Because there's almost always at least one or two moves of my setups during those times. I just got to work during those times, so that's cool. This was an idea that I had, and I just kind of left it there, and so far that's playing out all right. They're very, very close to each other. Very close to each other. Okay, this one actually touched the dynamic reactor. Well, at least it was closer. I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, this one absolutely nailed the dynamic reactor. It's good stuff. So, if you want a free version, shout out to Alan for shouting out the bull market support band. I say free version. It's not the same thing, but something similar-ish. That bull market support band is not too shabby. Which is a 20-week SMA, a 21-week EMA. So there you go. Yeah, it seems to work at higher time frames. Oh yeah, well because it's a weekly EMA SMA, right? It's for it's for higher time frames. And put it on the weekly, and well, there's your dynamic reactor. There's your bull market support band, which we are below. So it's not giving us a whole lot of support now, is it? Waiting for Valhalla. We'll be waiting for a while, probably. Virtual, still compressing. Shout out to Benjamin Cowan for that. Into the Cryptoverse, his channel. Oh yeah, I am a fan of Benjamin Cowan. He gets all the hate for being right, of all things, but he gets all the hate because you know, for being bearish ever. God forbid people be bearish when the market friggin' turns bearish. Like, people are so emotional, man. They just cannot be objective about these markets whatsoever. And I'm like, you people obviously have way more money invested than you can afford to lose. Otherwise, you would not be acting like this. His hairline says double top. Why does everybody gotta talk about his hairline, man? Why does everybody gotta talk about that man's hairline? I got a 5 head. Well, maybe I don't. I got a widow's peak though, for sure. I got this giant mole that's been here my whole life, really. But let me see. Where's that? Look how far back that goes. I mean, it's always been like that, so I wouldn't exactly say it's a like an age thing or anything. I've always had the widow's peak. So if anything, my hair will just get thinner, like my grandpa's. He still had his head covered, but his hair got thinner as he got older. Just thinned out, you know. And my hair's always been thin, so I know eventually that'll be gone too. Well, at least it'll be super thin. That's why we grow it out. How many altcoins are dead or dying? All of them. Not really. I got that Friar Tuck look myself. LVC just wants my hairline. Maybe. He crapped on alt all cycle. I was loving it. He was right though. Yeah, he was. And guess who else was? Army Piper. Guess who else was? I was. Go back and look, man. Go back and look. Talked bad about the memes. I'm sure there's a video or a stream, few streams from 3 years ago, if I'm recalling correctly. I was at my old house, and I remember going through altcoins from last cycle, and on most of them, INJ clearly was not one of them, but on most of them, I was just like, I was looking at ADA, and I was pulling a fib, high to low, high to low, and I was going from the bottom to 50% retracement, just 50% retracement, and I was like, huh, 6x on 50% retracement on a multi-billion-dollar asset. That's going to require a lot of liquidity just to get to that. And 8x just to get to the golden pocket. And I was like, and I went through every single alt, not all of them, but like tons of them. I think I went, yeah, it was my Coinbase list. I went through my entire Coinbase list, which is, I think at the time had 250. This one has 236. I haven't looked at this in a while, but I was going through it and I was just like, are these coins like going to all-time high? You're looking at 13x, right? I was like, are these coins really going to, like, all of them really going to do that? I was like, honestly, I'd be surprised if they only get a 50% retracement. I wish I could find the stream, but I was like, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they only got a 50% retracement. What's going on, Army Biber? We went from altcoin season to no season. Are you talking about my hairline? Yes. Piper, you have to have hair to have a hairline, okay? My love, homie. I appreciate you so much. I talked about you at the beginning of the show. Don't go back. The markets were closed on Friday, and the threats about the war were said on Sunday, and the market pumps today. It's just going to be more dumping on retail. Very much, I don't disagree that that's definitely probably what's going to happen. We'll see. The question is how does the market view a Trump taco? Do they view it as bullish or bearish? No, just a dude doing dude stuff for my dudes and dudettes. Piper, you're a G. He is a G. My taxes were way lower than planned. The dudest. Piper's real. Damn, bro, that's cold. What? What's cold? Eventually, I probably won't have a hairline either because I won't have hair. You act like you don't love your head. Do you not love your bald head? I love your bald head. I love the entire new Titans coaching staff because they're all bald. Bald is in. Holy smokes! I'm 5 minutes past my time. End the poll. So 78% out of 19 votes, 79% out of 19 votes say Trump will taco. Only 21% say Trump will not taco. Me being the contrarian that I am, and again, seeing what Trump was talking about in that presser today about Iranians, us intercepting messages about Iranians saying, please keep bombing, and that they don't care if that means taking out civilian infrastructure because they're willing to make that sacrifice for their freedom, then maybe, just maybe, he won't taco. And Taco Tuesday will be canceled. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and smashing up that like on your way out, hitting that sub if you are new, and tapping that little notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content and when I go live. Make sure you guys go over to the Piper Academy and subscribe to that channel for amazing analysis, the best you'll ever find, the best you'll find in the space, in my opinion, and all the great calls. And yeah, everybody else as well in the description. Alex O Crypto. Go Trade Intuition. And JR. Make sure you guys go and sub to JR. Show my homie some love. And that will be it, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Same time, as always. 10 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. And we will see if Trump tacos or not. We may not know. The deadline is tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That gives us 2 hours before my show. I don't know that we would do the mission then or Wednesday. We'll see. But anyways, have a fantastic Taco Tuesday. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I'll catch you all then. Mad love. God bless. Ride the waves. Bye.
I put on LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC. Over LBC. I put over LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the way we ride. I've been grinding through the night while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that putting on in.